Hello, Kitty. Think. Is this recording? Maybe? Yes. Okay. So, you wanted to know about how London was. It was awesome, honestly. It was really good. So, I'm recording this on Monday. I know you don't watch it until Tuesday, so. Um, I don't remember the question you asked me, so I'm just gonna say that right now. Look at me looking at myself as I make the video. Lounging back ever so stylishly. Yeah, look up. Boop. Let's see. It feels like a long time ago for me that we came back. Being in London was like a blink. Like I was there. I remember leaving. I remember the plane ride, and then I was there, and it was like I blinked my eyes, and it was over. It was so sad, but I loved it. I loved it a lot, which I know you know. But it was such a great experience, which I know is like a very college essay thing to say, but I mean it. I really do. And let's see, all the things I loved. I love the people. The people there were really, really nice. Way nicer than here. I saw somebody get into a car crash, and everybody stopped and helped and moved rubble out of the way, and that just stuff doesn't really happen here, and I really like that. And then there's just so much. We were in this area called Brixton, and I love Brixton. Apparently it's like the sketchy neighborhood, but I really liked it. It's not sketchy, and I met really, really nice people there, and they had really cool shops. And I don't want to sound just like a droning American person, but I will just say that it was great. And Tooting was good, and the East End was great, and I know that they're like, what the West End is basically where all like the touristy stuff, which is, I don't know if Big Ben and this nice Twitch right there. I don't know if Big Ben, London Eye, which like we saw all that. We saw Parliament. We saw the aquarium. We saw the Thames, which actually isn't. I mean, it's a river, so it's not only in one area. But that was like really, really nice. And of course, when you get to nicer areas of London, it's still pretty nice. But then we went to things like Camden Town, which I would assume that's in the East End, but I'm not entirely sure. I rode the tube so much. It's brilliant. I wish every place had a tube. Like every city in the world had a. It was so good. You miss a train, you just go. It just goes, and then a minute later, another train comes. How great is that? It's always on time. Well, okay, but I was on it when it had delays, so I will not say it's always on time. But the public transportation is amazing. So I was like going through the different places like Notting Hill, and there's the Jubilee line, which is great. I was off the Bakerloo line, that's where I lived, and it was, I love the Bakerloo line, like everywhere you need to go. Piccadilly Circus was right off that line, so was Oxford Circus and Baker Street. I just, I just loved, I just loved it. I know I'm talking about boring things like transportation and things like that, but it was nice. I got to meet really cool girls on the trip too, because Elon is a school with like 4 boys that go to it, so the girls were really nice, and it was nice. My professor is an art professor. He's very unique. He wears skinny jeans all the time, like all year round. He wears really pretty pashmina scarves, and I really like him. He's a cool guy, and but he like didn't stick out, which was nice. That everybody in London kind of looked differently and was meh, was kind of different, which is not a normal thing in my school because everyone's pretty much looks the same. My favorite thing that I did in London maybe was, I'm sorry, this is boring for you. Um, I don't know, my favorite touristy thing was doing Westminster. That was really cool. Westminster is the coolest church ever. I got to see where like Queen Elizabeth was buried, and like under, obviously you can't like touch the, what's it called, the marble outside of it. Like it's not a crypt, it's a tomb. I don't know, but like it's her face and body encased, and it's her body, but I'm sure it's like under like concrete and stuff. But like I was that close to dead monarch. It was really cool, and a bunch of other really old people that died. But it was fascinating. I just really liked it, and I loved the history of it. It was gorgeous. It was so pretty. Um, let's see, what else? So that was my favorite touristy thing to do that I think I did. Oh, and also the Jack the Ripper tour. That was really good. I would, if you ever go, I would suggest it. At the Tower of London, which was also really nice. Nice. I mean, it was fascinating. Which is funny because I just saw a Sherlock episode and they had the Tower of London in it, so that was cool. That they, I'm sorry, I'm not functioning correctly right now. Bye. Will you be back?
I don't know.
Okay.
Have fun.
Bye. Erin is leaving. She's going to leave for like 8 hours. Well, no. She's productive. I need to get more productive. We're getting chemistry. Falling behind already. I'm not falling behind. I haven't like not handed in anything. I always hand in my stuff, but they like assign work and then they're like, but you should be doing like 5,000 times more work. Then I'm like, well, why didn't you just assign it if you want me to be doing that work? And they say, well, because you should be motivating yourself, which I should be motivating myself. But it's really hard to motivate myself when I'm sleepy. And I'm just starting to do research with another professor, and I'm taking genetics as well as 2 other classes. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to motivate yourself. I feel like I'm sophomore slump. And every time everyone's a sophomore slump, I always think our comeback of the year. So maybe it'll be the comeback of the year. Fall Out Boy album. Not album, but song. And I don't know. Jack the Ripper tour. So the warders, I think it's wardens. I'm not sure. They did the Tower of London. They have to have like 22 years of service in the like British like not monarchy. Oh my gosh, I'm not even making sense. The British, like, if you're not owned. Oh my gosh. So like if basically the Queen's on your money, you can become this person. And after 22 years of service, you have to get like a medal. You have to be pretty much awesome, and you have to be the best storyteller ever. Because whoever took me around the Tower of London, I think his name was Steve, amazing. I was just interested in his stories. I was laughing. It was great. If you ever go, look for Steve. Great guy. And then when we went on the Jack the Ripper tour, another guy came and he like toured us around like the East End. We got to see places where like stuff happened, and meaning like when people were killed and whatnot. And because it's England and London, it's been around for forever, so it's really cool that we can do that. But he was also so cool, great storyteller. I was like afraid that Jack the Ripper was gonna come up and get me. Obviously, he's long dead, but that's the kind of storytelling that I wish. Okay, not for me. Whoever, I don't know. Maybe you. Somebody in my life has to become that good of a storyteller because I love storytellers. They're really that are awesome. I will never get to that level. I can't even tell you what I did in London in an interesting fashion, and that's pretty interesting. So that's pretty much all hope is lost for me. So yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, I won't go into more detail because if it is already 8 minutes, I'm sure you have better things to do with your life. But yeah. Let's see. What shall I ask you this week? What is your hardest class right now? Since I'm having a little bitty pity party about organic, and it's basically because I've been in London and I don't want to do work anymore. I know, my life is so hard. I get my education paid for and I just have to do the work. Pretty tough. But yeah, I'm just wondering, what's your hardest class you're taking right now? Because I know that I mean, it's not super new, but for me it's new. So, hardest and maybe most fulfilling. Maybe they'll be the same classes is what I'm hoping. But that is my video to you this week. Thank you for the 2-minute video last week. It was very uplifting. Yeah. Yeah, that was a tongue. I'm really sorry. No promises for these videos. I just I literally was like this. I was pimping with my arm, chilling right here. Okay, well, you're gonna stop watching this like 3 seconds, like a minute ago, because I said it was 8 minutes, and now it's about to be 10 minutes, so. Have a good day on Tuesday. My Tuesday will be okay. My Wednesdays and Thursdays Womp womp. But my Thursdays and my Wednesdays, Thursdays, womp. My Fridays go back up. But then, since I'll be doing research, it'll be Tuesdays, Thursdays, Tuesdays, what? Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays will be like eh, and my Wednesdays, and Thursdays will be like meh. Which means essentially that I don't know when I'm going to be doing my homework in those days, which is 5 days a week. So, hopefully, things will just work themselves out. That's something I have to think about. It's only semester, you can do it. That's what you have to think too. Semester, you can do it. No sophomore slump. That's what I'm gonna leave you with. Bye.